Hi everyone, welcome back to Easy Talk English. I'm Emma, and I'm so happy you're here with us today.
And I'm John. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Today we're talking about something very useful for daily life, how to visit a doctor.
Yes, this is such an important topic because getting sick is never fun, but it's even harder when you don't know what to say in English.
Exactly. So today we're going to have a natural, friendly conversation about going to the doctor.
We'll talk about making an appointment, describing your symptoms, answering questions, and asking for help.
And we'll do it in very simple English, slow, clear, natural English.
The kind of English real people use in everyday life.
We'll also share personal stories, little mistakes, and some funny moments too.
Because, let's be honest, doctor visits can be awkward sometimes.
Very awkward sometimes.
All right, everyone, let's begin. Hey, Emma, how's your morning going?
Pretty good, but actually I woke up with a little sore throat today.
Oh no, really? Are you okay?
I think so. It's not too bad, just a little dry and scratchy.
Scraxy is a great word. A scratchy throat feels rough and uncomfortable.
Right. It's not serious, but it did make me think about today's topic, visiting a doctor.
That makes sense. Honestly, even for native English speakers, going to the doctor can feel stressful.
Yes, especially when you're not feeling well. When you're sick, tired, or worried, it's harder to speak clearly.
Exactly. And sometimes the doctor asks a lot of questions very fast.
Yes, and then you're sitting there thinking, wait, when did this start? How do I explain this?
That is so real.
So today, let's help everyone feel more ready and more confident.
I love that. Okay, let's start with something simple. When do people usually go to the doctor?
Good question. People go to the doctor when they feel sick, when something hurts, when they have a fever, a cough, stomach pain, or for a regular checkup.
A checkup is a general health visit, even if you're not sick, just to make sure everything is okay.
Right. You might also go to the doctor for allergies, headaches, back pain, skin problems, or if you feel very tired all the time.
So many reasons.
Yes, health is part of life.
Okay, Emma, let's imagine I'm not feeling well. What's the first step?
Usually the first step is making an appointment.
Making an appointment means choosing a time to see the doctor.
Right. You can call the clinic, use a website, or use an app.
And what can you say when you call?
You can say something simple like, "Hi, I'd like to make an appointment with the doctor."
Nice and easy.
Or, "Hi, I'm not feeling well and I'd like to see a doctor."
That sounds natural.
Very natural. And then the receptionist might ask, "What seems to be the problem?"
The receptionist is the person at the front desk who answers the phone and helps patients.
Right. And you don't need to explain everything. Just say, "I have a sore throat and a fever," or "I've been coughing for 3 days."
That's enough to start.
Yes, keep it simple.
I think that's important for English learners. You do not need perfect advanced English.
Exactly. Short, clear sentences are great.
What if it feels urgent?
Good point. If it feels serious, you can say, "I need to see someone as soon as possible."
As soon as possible means very soon, quickly.
Right. Or you can ask, "Do you have any openings today?"
Openings means available appointment times.
Yes, that's a very useful word.
Let me try one. Hi, I'm calling because I've had a bad cough since Monday. Do you have any openings today?
Perfect. That sounds very natural.
Thank you. I practiced in my imaginary doctor voice.
It was excellent. Very believable. Okay, now let's say you arrive at the clinic. What happens next?
Usually you check in at the front desk.
Right. Check in means tell them you are there for your appointment.
So you can say, "Hi, I'm here for my 10 a.m. appointment."
Yes, or, "Hi, I have an appointment with Dr. Smith."
Then they may ask for your name, your date of birth, maybe your insurance card.
Date of birth means the day, month, and year you were born.
And insurance is the plan that helps pay for medical care.
Right. Then you might need to fill out some forms.
Ah, yes, forms, everybody's favorite.
No one loves forms.
No one wakes up and says, "I hope I fill out paperwork today."
Exactly, but it's part of the visit.
On the forms, you may need to write your address, phone number, allergies, medical history, and current symptoms.
Medical history means information about your past health problems, surgeries, or illnesses.
And current symptoms means what you are feeling right now.
Speaking of symptoms, let's talk about that. This is one of the most important parts.
Yes, symptoms are signs that something is wrong with your body.
For example, headache, fever, cough, sore throat, runny nose, stomach ache, dizziness, nausea.
Let's explain a few of those. A runny nose means liquid is coming from your nose because you're sick.
Dizziness means you feel a little unsteady, like the room is spinning or you might fall.
And nausea means you feel like you might throw up.
Right, very useful words.
So when the doctor asks, "What brings you in today?" What can you say?
That's a common question. What brings you in today just means, why are you here?
Very natural doctor language.
You can answer like this: I've had a headache since yesterday, or I've been feeling very tired all week.
Or, my stomach has been hurting since this morning.
Exactly, very simple.
I notice you said, "I've had," and "I've been feeling."
Yes, those are very common ways to describe symptoms.
Like, "I've had a fever for 2 days."
Or, I've been coughing a lot lately.
Lately means recently.
Right.
What are some other useful phrases for describing pain?
Good question. You can say, it hurts here, and point to the place.
Very helpful if you don't know the body part in English.
Exactly. You can also say, I have a sharp pain in my back.
Sharp pain means a strong, sudden pain.
Right. Or, it's a dull pain.
Dull pain is more constant and not sharp, more like an ache.
Yes. Ache is another useful word, like a backache, toothache, or stomachache.
You can also say, "It comes and goes."
That means the pain is there sometimes, but not all the time.
Or, "It gets worse when I walk."
Yes, that's very useful too. Or, it hurts when I swallow.
Swallow means when food or water goes down your throat.
Right.
I remember one time I had to go to the doctor because of my ear.
Oh, really? What happened?
I woke up one morning and my ear hurt so much I could barely hear from one side.
That sounds awful.
It was. And when the doctor asked me what was wrong, I panicked and said, "My ear is broken."
My ear is broken?
Yes, that's what came out of my mouth. I was tired and in pain.
That's actually kind of cute.
The doctor smiled and said, "Okay, tell me more."
That's a kind doctor.
Very kind. What I really meant was, my ear hurts and I can't hear very well.
That's a great example. Even if your first sentence is not perfect, just keep going. Explain in simple words.
Yes, you don't need to sound elegant. You just need to communicate.
Let's talk about questions the doctor may ask.
Good idea. Some doctors speak quickly, so it helps to know common questions.
They may ask, when did this start?
Meaning, when did the problem begin?
Right. And you can answer, it started 2 days ago, or it started last night.
They may ask, how long has this been going on?
That means the same kind of thing. How much time has this problem lasted?
They may also ask, how severe is the pain?
Severe means very bad or very strong.
If that word feels difficult, don't worry. Sometimes they ask, on a scale from 1 to 10, how bad is the pain?
Right. 1 is very mild, 10 is extremely painful.
Mild means not too bad, gentle.
The doctor may also ask, do you have any allergies?
Or are you taking any medication?
Medication means medicine, pills, liquids, anything you take for health reasons.
You can say, yes, I'm taking medicine for high blood pressure, or no, I'm not taking anything right now.
They may ask, have you had this problem before?
Or do you have any other symptoms?
That means, besides this one problem, is anything else wrong?
What if you don't understand the doctor?
Excellent question. That is so important. You can always ask the doctor to repeat.
Always. Never pretend you understand if you don't.
You can say, I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Or could you speak a little more slowly, please?
Or even, I'm still learning English. Could you explain that in a simple way?
That's a great sentence. Very honest and very useful.
Yes, most doctors will try to help if they know you need simpler English.
You can also say, what does that mean, if they use a word you don't know?
Absolutely. Ask questions. Your health is too important to stay quiet. Let's say now the doctor gives you advice or medicine. What kinds of things might they say?
They might say you should rest.
Or drink plenty of water.
Plenty of means a lot of.
Right. They may say, take this medicine twice a day.
Twice a day means 2 times every day.
Or take this with food.
That means you should eat something before or when you take the medicine.
The doctor may also say, if you don't feel better in a few days, come back.
Or we'd like to run some tests.
Run some tests means do medical tests to learn more about the problem.
Like a blood test, an X-ray, or a throat swab.
A swab is when they use a soft stick with cotton to take a sample.
Not fun, but sometimes necessary.
Yes, not fun.
I have a funny doctor story, actually.
Oh, good. Tell me.
So once, I went to the doctor because I had stomach pain, and the doctor asked, have you been under a lot of stress?
Okay.
And I said, no, I don't think so, very confidently.
Uh-oh.
Then my phone rang. Then my work email made a sound. Then I remembered I had skipped lunch, slept 4 hours, and drank too much coffee.
So the answer was actually yes.
Very yes, extremely yes.
That's so real. Sometimes we don't realize how stressed we are until someone asks.
Exactly. The doctor just looked at me like, sir.
Not the sir look.
Yes, the very calm doctor look.
We should also talk about something many people feel, nervousness.
Yes, a lot of people feel nervous before visiting a doctor.
Nervous means worried, uneasy, not relaxed.
Some people are afraid of bad news, some are afraid of needles, some just don't like hospitals.
I'm not great with blood tests.
Really?
No, I try to be brave, but inside I'm thinking, please let this be over quickly.
Same. I always look away.
Me too. Looking away helps.
If you feel nervous, it's okay to say so. You can tell the doctor or nurse, I'm a little nervous.
Yes, that's a very natural thing to say.
And sometimes just saying it out loud helps you feel better.
I agree.
What about after the appointment?
Good point. After the appointment, you may need to go to the pharmacy.
A pharmacy is the place where you get prescription medicine.
Right. A prescription is the doctor's written order for medicine.
Then at the pharmacy, you may say, hi, I'm here to pick up my prescription.
Pick up means collect or receive.
The pharmacist may explain how to take the medicine.
A pharmacist is the person trained to give out medicine and explain it.
You can ask, how often should I take this?
Or, should I take this with food?
Or, are there any side effects?
Side effects are extra unwanted effects from medicine, like feeling sleepy or having an upset stomach.
That is such a useful phrase.
I think one important message today is this: simple English is enough.
Yes, really enough.
You don't need to say, I am experiencing significant discomfort in my upper respiratory system.
Please do not say that unless you really want to.
Right. You can just say, I have a bad cough, or my throat hurts.
That is clear, that is natural, that works.
Same with questions. You don't need complicated grammar. You can say, what is this medicine for?
Or, when should I take it?
Or, can you write that down, please?
Oh, that's a great one. Can you write that down, please? Very useful if you're worried you might forget. Let's do a tiny role play together.
Good idea. I'll be the doctor, and you'll be the patient.
Okay, let's do it.
Hello, what brings you in today?
Hi, I've had a fever and a sore throat for 2 days.
I see. Have you been coughing too?
Yes, a little, and I feel very tired.
When did the fever start?
It started yesterday morning.
Are you taking any medicine right now?
Just some over-the-counter cold medicine.
Over-the-counter means medicine you can buy without a prescription.
Nice, that felt useful.
Very useful and very realistic.
Okay, Emma, what's the main takeaway from today?
I think the big message is don't be afraid to speak simply when you visit a doctor.
Yes, short, clear sentences are powerful.
Learn a few important symptom words, learn how to ask for repetition, learn how to ask questions.
And remember, it's okay to say, I'm still learning English.
Absolutely. Most people will understand and try to help.
Also, don't be embarrassed if you feel nervous. That's normal.
Very normal.
Even native speakers feel nervous at the doctor sometimes.
Yes, so be gentle with yourself. And for our English learners, today you learned so many useful words and phrases: appointment, receptionist, symptoms, sore throat, dizzy, nauseous, prescription, pharmacy, side effects.
Plus, useful questions like, could you repeat that? What does that mean? And should I take this with food?
Try practicing those out loud after this video.
Yes, speak with us. Repeat the sentences. That's how confidence grows.
And here's our question for you today. Have you ever visited a doctor in English?
What was easy? What was difficult?
Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your story.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
We hope this conversation helped you feel more prepared and more confident.
If you enjoyed this lesson, please give it a thumbs up.
And subscribe to Easy Talk English for more real-life English conversations.
We're here to help you speak English for everyday life.
Slowly, clearly, and naturally.
Until next time, take care of your health.
And keep practicing your English.
See you next time.